Damn. This video's starting off a little late. I'm already on the dyno. Welcome back to another vlog. And today we're gonna tune the 6.0 E30. Now, I didn't record the process of me putting the engine in the car. I'm a little bit of a time crunch and I have to make it to an event that's this Saturday for me. It is currently Tuesday and the dyno was only open this day. And so I had to rush everything. I did the swap in 3 days, which was great. When you don't have a camera, you make a lot of progress. The same guy who tuned the 5.3, David, the magic man, there you go. He's gonna tune the 6.0. The last tune on the 5.3 lasted 4 years of abuse, no issues. I just had suspension and cooling issues, but that's on my end. So I'm excited to see what the 6.0 makes. It's not gonna make huge power, it's just stock. I'm not gonna throw all this freaking cam and stuff on it. I don't trust the rear end to hold up to that. Ready for some boring dyno videos. So unfortunately my seat is bolted. I am sorry, sir. I'm twice your height, but you got it. Let me see that clutch leg. Let's go. Fully stretched out. Look at that blinky action. What's that? What's that over there? Yeah! I'm excited. So David's only used to tuning automatic drag trucks. Not really. Am I the only drift car you've ever tuned?
So far.
So far. Okay, so 3 years ago, he tuned my car on the 5.3. And I'm still the only drift car he does. He's only used to drag trucks. So, a completely stock 6.0, what do you think it'll make?
Probably 315 to 320.
315, that's pretty respectable, especially considering that the old setup was at what, 250, 260 or something like that? Yeah, it was
Now Q4 too.
Yeah, it's an LQ4. Yeah. So you were saying that through a manual transmission compared to automatic, is there more or less power loss on a manual? Less power loss?
On modern automatics, that might be a different story.
How modern are we? How?
460,
Yeah.
there's going to be more traction.
Got it. How modern are we talking about with automatic?
10L80, so 10L80 and 10R transmissions.
What year do those start in?
Pretty much everything above 14, 15.
14, 15? Cool. That's
Started getting a lot more efficient.
I see. I didn't know that. So manual trans, less power loss.
It's actually slightly interesting. I was happy making more power with more timing right here on the window. I'm gonna get rid of all this now.
Nice. That's the old 5.3 map.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks sick. So we will be on a dyno jet?
Dyno just the one that everybody knows of, and then Mustang Dyno is the one that's called the Heartbreaker Dyno.
Heartbreaker dyno, because it always reads lower than what it is. These little lines right here. What about this squiggly one? The one in the middle?
That's timing.
That's timing?
That's timing and idle. It's always going to oscillate because it uses timing as the first step to control idle, and then airflow as the second step.
Got it.
And timing is always going to change your torque faster than airflow.
Got it.
So that oscillation
It's normal.
that's like any other factory cam. So
Got it.
when you get into larger cam stuff, you start to see more oscillation, and it usually will match the chop. The
Oh, I see.
movement of this right here will match the chop that you're hearing.
Got it. Cool.
So you can kind of see it's not really choppy, and neither is the car.
Yeah.
It's kind of stable right around 750. That's about it.
That's tight. He was telling me how all the other lines, they're flat, meaning it's a good thing. Cars there's no issues at idle. Usually you catch all the problems at idle, and everything is super flat and dead line, which is what you want.
The biggest one is this line here. This is the wideband input. Don't pay attention to that. I'm doing that so I can dial in this.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is this being flat. When you have exhaust leaks or air leaks near the exhaust where the wideband is, it'll
Pick it up.
move a lot. Or
Yeah.
if you have poor injector control, same thing. It'll move a lot. With cams, again, same thing. It's normal to see a little bit of deviation because the overlap of the cam itself actually causes reversion in the exhaust.
Yeah.
But on a stock cam setup, there's no reason it shouldn't be able to idle pretty close to that smooth.
That's tight. Oh snap. All right, on that one test, good news or bad news? Nothing bad?
Nothing bad yet. Let's see.
Don't say nothing yet.
It sounded a little funny.
Sounded funny?
That's the only thing that caught me, but I got the drive shaft like
Yeah, it's like
right here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And there's no like, if you lift up that boot, you're looking like straight into the chassis. So
Yeah.
there is nothing, no noise dampening, no nothing, man. There's also another hole over there. Just ignore that, man.
226, 307 on torque, and
God.
it cut off just before 4,000. The dyno RPM went like that.
Oh, so that wasn't a car thing. That was a dyno thing.
It was two things.
Two things.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Got it. So 307 torque just from a pull. That's funny.
And RPM kind of jumped around, so.
Interesting. For the OGs that remember, when we dynoed the 5.3, there was so many problems. My coil packs went bad. My spark plugs went bad. Pretty much like a typical dyno day. Everything went wrong. Oh yeah, I even had a coil wire. Do you remember that, David? A whole ass coil wire like went bad on the car. Like we pulled it and it just disconnected. Like it like ripped apart or something. Yeah, everything went absolutely wrong on the car. And that was kind of like my fault. When I bought the swap, all like the coil wires and all that, I just reused everything, not knowing like if they were good or bad. Now I know. Now I'm running actually legit Taylor wires. Now I'm running brand new NGKs. Everything's perfect. I'm so glad that, you know, David's relaying me the info that he just did another dyno tune off camera. I didn't know what he was actually going to do, but it read amazing. The numbers were, what were the numbers again on that last one? You said 297?
297
and 328. Let me try to get a little close on that. Bam. So that's super sick. And you're still adding a little bit of timing, kind of fixing it a bit.
Yeah, we went up another 2 degrees, corrected some fueling.
We're going to do another run from a safe distance now. Stand back here. Second gear. Third gear. And now we're in fourth. Let's get it. Let's go. The thumbs up. The thumbs up. What do we get? 302 and 333.
333.
Hell, yeah, 0.6. Sick.
And she's doing exactly what an LQ4 does and laying over right off there.
So you said that twice. You said LQ4s, they kind of drop at the top end, right?
You know, actually, okay, I think I might be eating my words a little bit. This one had dish pistons? Or
Yes.
flat tops?
No, dish.
You said this came out of a Yukon.
Yeah, Denali.
That's not, okay, so it's LQ9.
No, it's not. When I took off the, I can prove that. I can prove it to you. So when I took off, someone told me that too. If they were flat top pistons, it would be like a rev up engine or some shit like that, like way better. And I don't know what LQ9.
Yeah.
But
LQ9
mine had like a little dip on the center.
Yeah, LQ9 would have a true flat top.
Yeah.
The LQ4s have that little ring you can see like all the way
Yeah.
around.
So mine's have that ring, and it came out of a 2006 GMC Yukon Denali.
That's kind of interesting. Man. Yeah. It's not actually doing what I thought it was gonna do. Because an LQ4 peak power, anybody can look this up. Peak power on stock cam happens at like 4,800 RPM, 5,000 RPM.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, they're falling. They're not continuing to rise like this.
Yeah.
So yours is actually pulling. I know I didn't do it, but had I done it, probably would have pulled a little bit more and still flat to about 5,500.
I see.
So that's more like the LQ9 cam than the LQ4 cam. So it's kind of interesting that it's doing it, but I'm not going to argue with the fact that it's doing it.
Would it be possible that it's an LQ4 pistons block with like an LQ9 cam for some reason? Because I think the engine was opened up. Because when I pulled it all apart, there was RTV everywhere. So someone touched it. Someone messed with it.
Yeah, someone definitely did. It's not.
So it's showing some LQ9 activities.
Yeah, it's doing good. That's the best thing I can say.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So I broke 300. I finally have a 300 horsepower car. I make so much power now. Oh my god, boy.
That torque.
So he fixed a bunch of stuff up. Don't know what. He explained it to me. Can I reiterate it and explain it to you guys? Definitely not. But he's about to do another pull. I'm excited, man. Such easy power. Now, he was telling me that, I don't know if I said it on video, I'm gonna say it again. Fourth gear is a 1.24 ratio. So meaning it's gonna read slightly bit lower. If he would put it on fifth gear, which is a 1-to-1 ratio, the numbers would spike up. I asked him if he's down to, after he's done and that he's happy with the tune, if you do one more pull on fifth gear just to like, you know, see the actual like happy numbers. He said he's willing to do it, so we'll see. But right now, I'm letting him work his magic, just getting the car super reliable. And we should make it to our track day. That'll be in 3 days. And at the track day, it's gonna be 110 degrees or something like that. So I am not looking forward to that at all. My car will overheat. I'm gonna try to be nice and not run it and like be patient, because I don't want to damage this engine for sure. When it was a 5.3, I didn't care just because I can get those all day, every day for like cheap. But a 6.0 where I live, they're super taxed, hard to find. And I'd rather just preserve this one for future plans that I have. All right. Was that fifth? Sick. That went on forever. All right, so what did we make on that?
306
and 339. What the?
339. Yeah.
The torque jumped a lot.
Yeah, that jumped. It actually jumped a good bit.
Oh wait, hold on. That was 333 before. Okay, so 6.
Yeah, it jumped like 8.
Yeah.
These are about the same. So
Yeah.
331 to 339, 8 without the torque.
Yeah. So almost 340 torque.
306, that's probably actually accurate because it only lost RPM for a year.
Yeah.
It was actually good through the whole move. So
That's tight.
not too bad on wheel speed. The balance was a little scary.
Yeah.
135, 130.
Sick.
138.
So 306 and 340. Or should I say 307, 340?
306.
Yeah, 306 and 340. Not too shabby, man. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just recording. That's so exciting, man. I'm just so happy that there's no problems. I forgot my tools. I should always bring your tools to a dyno day. Always bring spare parts. I brought 0. And so the fact that there were 0 problems, oh man, I don't want to say anything yet because the car's not off the dyno, but no problems at all. It feels good. It feels good. Did you find what you were looking for?
I did.
Sick.
So throughout the whole area, just went a little wrench for a second right here. So see, might not make changes.
So I can say there's no issues, right?
There's no issues.
Hell yeah, there's no issues, boy. Confirmed by the tuner. If anything happens, you blame this guy. Let's go. This track day, it's gonna be like 113 degrees. Did you tune for that?
Oh my god.
Throughout the entire dyno session, all parameters are pretty much golden. He's real picky about his stuff, which is like, I love that, you know. I love someone that takes like pride in their tunes and they'll see little things, and how he was saying about splitting hairs. I love that. That gives me peace of mind. That's why the 5.3 lasted so long. And so that's why I tune with Black Sheep Tune, man. So I'm talking about, dude. Give me a fist bump, bro. Yeah. And that wraps up the dyno video. The car made 306, 339. I'm really happy with those power numbers. A lot of torque for a little car that weighs 2,400 pounds, which I'm very excited about. Now, this wasn't your typical dyno session because there was already a 5.3 map that he kind of worked around. Plus, the car had 0 problems, and he probably did about 4 pulls and the tune was done. And then he just did extras just to like kind of mess around since, you know, he had time. So really happy that the car behaved. It's a good feeling because how I explained earlier in the video, the 5.3 dyno day, it was a nightmare. So having a good dyno day where nothing goes wrong is absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell everybody. I'm trying to upload more frequent. The content's hard to make, but you know, we out here trying. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.